WWE currently has a huge problem, and it has 3 letters, 1 acronym, TKO. Ever since the WWE and TKO partnership was first announced, TKO has pretty much sucked the soul out of WWE because of their corporate greed. You know, they've made it really difficult to be a wrestling fan. The fact that I need 4 different subscriptions just to watch basic wrestling content throughout the week is absolutely absurd. Not even to mention the ticket prices. It is not affordable for anybody to go see wrestling live anymore. Additionally, you know, even if you want to go see wrestling live, you're gonna have to eventually travel to Saudi or Vegas because they are buying out every single PLE. They have Royal Rumble, they have WrestleMania, and overall just the life and soul of WWE is gone because of TKO's corporate greed. And I myself have identified 3 sort of overarching problems with the TKO and WWE partnership. The first one being is that you are paying a premium price for a minimal product. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, the fact is that to watch weekly wrestling programming, you need to have Netflix, which is $8, cable, which is at least $30, and ESPN Plus, which is $30. Keep in mind, when you were watching these, you were only getting like 5 matches a show max, and that includes PLEs. No PLE except like the big 4 will have more than 5 matches, and even then they are splitting those into 2 nights, so you are not getting more than 5 matches at a time on a PLE. Now, if you compare this back to the WWE network, you could pay $9.99 a month, get SmackDown, Raw, every PLE in the past, and a bunch of other additional like programming like WWE 24, all those extra shows, pretty cool stuff, right? But the point is it was only $9.99 a month. When the PLEs were on the network, you were still getting 7+ matches a show minimum. You are lucky to get 5 matches now. And half the matches you're getting aren't even like real matches. They're what I call headline maxing matches. So think about what just happened between John Cena and Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. That is a headline maxing match because they are going to milk that because they know, oh, Brock Lesnar, former UFC fighter, super popular athlete, John Cena, arguably the biggest star ever in WWE. They're going to milk that feud all the way up until the end of the year, until John Cena retires. Also, think back to Travis Scott in WrestleMania 41. Again, Travis Scott isn't a wrestler, yet he was in the main event of WrestleMania. He closed that show. Same thing with the final boss, The Rock. You know, he included himself in these storylines and made it all whack, like, oh, I want your soul, Cody Rhodes. Where is he now? But they didn't care because they knew it would make headlines. The second overarching problem is excessive advertising. No matter what show I'm watching, Raw, SmackDown, PLE, it feels like I'm getting commercials every 5 minutes, and each commercial is 2.5 minutes long. I am paying so much money and getting less WWE content and getting more commercials. It's absolutely absurd. Additionally, if you look at the ring itself, you see ads sprinkled everywhere. You see it on tables, you see it on the ring canvas, you see it on the turnbuckles now. It looks stupid. It looks like Chick Hicks from Cars. It's so hard to take the product seriously when you see a giant Fortnite logo or a giant Prime bottle in the middle of the ring. You think back to literally just 10 years ago, everything is clean. The only logo that would be in the ring is the WWE logo. It makes it feel like the WWE has class, because at the end of the day, it is like scripted or like fake. But when you have just the WWE logo, it adds a level of prestige to the presentation of the show, and it makes you feel like you can take the product seriously. Oh, it's so bad to the point where you got the War Raiders coming out in Clash of Clans cosplay at WrestleMania, biggest pro wrestling show of all time, and you have 2 grown men coming out dressed as Clash of Clans characters. At the end of the day, it is so clear that WWE is selling out, and all TKO sees in WWE is just money signs, and they're willing to sacrifice all the product, sacrifice all the reputation, sacrifice all the fans just so they can secure a bag. That directly leads into the next point, which is TKO hates on WWE fans. First off, like I said, they have jacked up prices to consume WWE. Netflix, cable, ESPN Plus. Are we serious? 3 different things. You're paying over $100 easily a month just to consume weekly WWE content. Ticket prices are also just not affordable for 90% of WWE fans unless you want to take out a second mortgage. One thing that's on my bucket list, one thing that I've always dreamed of doing is going to WrestleMania. But I know that, you know, if I'm going to make that trip, I'm going to be paying $5,000 minimum. And that's not even accounting for the fact that WrestleMania will likely only be in Las Vegas or Saudi going forward. You know, look at what just happened in New Orleans where they won the bid. the logo was out for WrestleMania 42 to be in New Orleans, then Las Vegas showed WWE and TKO a bag, and TKO and WWE were just like, okay, yeah, you guys got it. Now, like, WrestleMania 43 was just announced, okay, it's going to be in Saudi. There's nothing wrong with that, but the issue is that there are so many other places that need a WrestleMania. Like, I'm from Chicago. I would love for WrestleMania to come to the new Bear Stadium once they build it, assuming it'll be up to par to host a WrestleMania, which it should be. But, you know, the fact of the matter is I don't think it will, because Las Vegas and Saudi is where the money's at. And clearly WWE and TKO are showing that wherever the money is at, that's where they're gonna go. This is a very sad phenomenon to see. Organization and a show and a product that I loved so much growing up. I have so many memories with, just selling out and clearly making it hard for actual fans of the product to engage with it. You know, it's so hard to go to shows. It's hard to watch the shows. It's hard to even buy merch. Merch is so expensive now. It was always expensive, but I feel like as of recent, it's just absurd. But yeah, that's just my little rant on WWE and TKO. I'm kind of just preaching to the choir. I don't feel like there's anybody out there really defending this partnership and saying that TKO is benefiting WWE and its fans. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? All you can do is really hope. So if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Be on the lookout for more WWE videos.